Now to a historic move by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration to reclassify marijuana as a less dangerous drug.
So this does not mean that marijuana will be legalized, but it would recognize the use of medical marijuana. All right, let's bring in our chief legal analyst to this conversation, Colleen Rhodes, to give us more on this historic moment. And I mean, this is a big talker. I didn't realize how big of a talker it was, but why the change?
There's a lot of folks out there that are interested in this, and it's for a number of various reasons. In the legal profession, you have, the vested interest. In the marijuana profession, there's a vested interest. But this is something that is not kind of just popping up today. It was years in the making. President Biden mentioned this at his State of the Union. First time ever the president mentioned marijuana being legalized from the dais, talked about how people should be penalized for being in possession or smoking marijuana. But then he had ordered in 2022 the Department of Health and Human Services to look at how can we go about recategorizing. They came out with a report that made recommendations, and now the Department of Justice will actually attempt to implement this from happening. And I should say the Drug Enforcement Agency will go forward with making that move. If they go forward with making that move and taking it from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3, that definitely changes a number of things, specifically how it can be used in the medical profession. Because right now you can get it into a professional laboratory, but there's a number of hurdles that have to be there. It's not treated the same way as some of the other medicines that are researched, unlike the cocaine or the other things that are in that Schedule 1 category.
It's interesting to see how the language surrounding marijuana has changed throughout the years, from the gateway drug to us talking about it on the news now. But who would be affected by this move?
Big business. I think even though most folks are talking about it because they're like, okay, now I got opportunity to smoke, it's really for big business. If you are in the marijuana business in a state that has legalized it for medical purposes or for straight recreational purposes, you still have to worry about Big Brother being behind you and coming after you. For one reason, it's still not legal on the federal level. So even though that state may decide, hey, I won't come after you, if the federal government decided, I want to come after you, DEA can be coming knocking at your door. The other portion is tax purposes. If you're running a legitimate business, which in states like Colorado and the various states have authorized it, you have employees, you have merchandise, you have all kind of property and things that you have to pay for. Well, oftentimes in the business, you'd be able to write some of those things off as tax deductions, but because it's not legal, you can't do that. And so the IRS will say, no, even though you're running this business, there is no deductions for this illegal activity that so if they remove it from that categorization, that's why I say it's about big business. Now you can go off and write it off like any other business, regardless if it was any other type of harvest that you were growing. And so that is, I think, the biggest win, that now you'll see more and more businesses popping up, because you have to have a lot of capital if you can't write off those expenses.
Right. And I know a lot of people have way more questions on this that we don't have time to get to right now. Trust me, because my inbox was full when they knew that we were going to talk about this. But piggybacking off of what Morgan said about at one time marijuana being the gateway drug, this change here, is this a gateway to opening up other types of things that we're going to see outside of the medical realm? I'm
not sure, and you got to think about it.
You like what I did there?
I like that. I like that transition. But what I can tell you is the first thing is the gateway portion. I remember in school they had this like stay away from it because it's a gateway to larger drugs. What this is opening the doors to do the research. Well, first, if you can say, look, there's a medical benefit in North Carolina. I know Kelly Alexander, for instance, has been pushing it for years that we should give medical marijuana be legalized in our state. Well, if for medical purposes. And he's saying because there's medical benefit. But individuals that are in opposition say, well, there's not enough research. Well, if you can't do the research on the federal level, how can you even figure out if that argument is something that's there? This opens the door for the research to be conducted to say, well, in cases with cancer, in cases where people are dealing with pain, where where they can't do anything but treat the pain, there are individuals that believe this is the only thing out there that can help. But they want to make sure there's the science to be behind it. So I think this is the first step to allowing it to be something where in a federal wide, it can be legalized. Because right now it's just categorizing it different. But the federal step to legalizing it, it takes this to happen.
I'm going to post this segment on Instagram so people can go back and listen to every bit of this.
You'll have to answer their questions in the chat section.
Thank you for answering all that.